Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing Premier Draft Wilds of Eldraine. That Sugar Maw's pretty good, I think. I know the High Fate Negotiator's good. So Armont is good, but not, like, great. Not something you would... He's great in the right deck, not something you would jump out of your way to first pick. I think I want the High Fate Negotiator. Let's see what Draftsman thinks of the Sugar Maw. Says it's good, but not as good as the Negotiator. Anything else here that's tempting? I assume Stone Splitter Bolt is worse. Yes, much worse. Okay. Well, that's the pick. Thoughts about what we're passing here? Hopeful Vigil is actually really good. Yeah, it says just about on par. I mean, several slots after, weaker than High Fate Negotiator, but, given that there's also some other decent black stuff in this pack and no decent white stuff, I think I'll take this, just like sending a signal that maybe don't play white. I don't know. It's not something you should... Oh, Godric's really good. You shouldn't, generally speaking, go out of your way to, like, try to cut off a color and send a signal rather than just, like, picking the best card. But in that case, there were two pretty reasonable cards, and so I just picked the one that was slightly worse, but I think improved my chances of getting a signal to the left. As I have heard said, it is more important to read signals correctly than to send signals. So you should, generally speaking, take the best card, but I don't know. Hopeful Vigil's close enough. Wow, we are getting hooked up. We have the start of some really good Boros stuff. It's a shame we won't get the Hopeful Vigil to wheel, obviously. If we're lucky, we might get the Battle Garb, though. This is really great news for at least red from the right. And probably white as well, right? Because that was a Hopeful Vigil available pick 3 as well. Yeah. Okay. Great start for Boros. Every one of these cards cares somewhat about celebration, right? These two celebrate, and this triggers celebration in a single card. I've never had Godric before. 3 mana 3/3 haste, but if you celebrate, he's a 4/4 flying haste with fire breathing. Light Blades is okay here. Not really outstanding. I don't want to take Kindled Heroism, that is for sure. Is there something in another color that I'd rather deviate for over Light Blades? Stay open? I don't think so. Like, we could take Into the Fate Court. And it is a better card. But, and in fact, noticeably better, according to DraftSim. But I think we've got pretty good signals, for the first few cards at least, that Boros is a reasonable place to be. Griffin Airy, not going to be gaining too much life. This guy's good. Yeah, I'll just say Armory Mice. I'm usually pretty... Oh, Minecart Daredevil, maybe better still? Yeah, I think Minecart Daredevil, actually. They're both, like, quite playable. But this does two things, whereas this just does one thing. And I expect I'll have plenty of 2s in a Boros deck. Usually wind up with plenty of 3s, too. I don't know. I think those were both reasonable to pick. Knightly Valor might not be terrible. Don't really want the Sellsword or the Savior. Or the Catapult. I'm not high on Knightly Valor, but I think it is actually a pretty good card, right? I said it's actually pretty bad. Okay. take the catapult. Doesn't really jive with what I'm doing. Neither does this. I don't know. I mean, it triggers celebration, right? And it makes... It's a potential top-end card that we could run. Moment of... Oh my god, a Hamlet Glutton? Pick 7? Is there any universe where we're supposed to be green? Like, look at this pack. I think this is some aberration. Like, I haven't seen compelling green and nothing in the other packs. The 6 packs before this had made me say, oh, maybe we should be in green. This is just something weird. Like, this pack had way too many good green cards, and the green drafters haven't taken them all. Couldn't take them all. All right, there's an Armory Mice. I'm happy to have it over Griffinary for sure. Stone Splitter Bolt Wield. There's also Protective Parents, but I'm thrilled to grab some removal. This guy's an okay aggro card. Nothing to write home about. We did wheel the Battle Garb, as I had hoped. 1-drops are nice, but that one's not particularly suitable for this deck, and Battle Garb is. I wonder if I fell into a color pair too quickly. Like, I feel like I should have had to draft something off color by this point. There we go. Obviously, we're happy to be getting cards in the colors we're playing, but I wonder if I just, like... still no Griffinary. You know, if I too quickly said, okay, I'm red-white only, and put on my blinders and never looked at any other red-white cards, right? Some stuff in your sideboard is evidence that you were keeping your eyes open for other possibilities, and nothing in your sideboard suggests you might have settled on something too soon, or latched onto something, maybe. The Sage is pretty good. Yeah, I'll take him. None of this particularly worth deviating for. Greta's pretty good. But obviously going to be very tough to run her. Or switch colors to a deck that makes it easy to run her. I think we're comfortably in Boros. We got hooked up early in this first pack, and we sent enough signals to the left that we should be getting pretty good passes this pack as well, I would think. I'm glad I didn't go with the High Fate Negotiator. Black has not had a lot of good cards in it. I would have had to get out of that lane and switch into a different one, I think. What is this? It's a 3-drop. It's fine. This one's better, though. Edgewall Inn is the best card here, but I don't really want it. Well, I don't know if it's the best card. It's the best on-color card. You know, is it better or worse than the Witch's Vanity or the End? I don't know. But I don't want any of those cards, and this one is at least, like, playable. But I don't think I want tap lands that spend a bunch of mana to, like, get a little value. That's not my jam. Ugh. I don't think we're really an Impact Tremors deck. That's more of a Rats thing. I'm just going to take another one of these, honestly. I mean, Tangled Colony is very good. Making me doubt my devotion to Boros. But I think this is just variance. The pack had a lot of black cards in it. Gingerbread's lovely. Witch's Mark or Crescendo would be okay, but either of those might wheel. Stroke of Midnight. Very nice to get some removal here. Over these 3-drops for sure. Finally, a pack. Wow, Candy Grapple? Pick 6? Maybe black is more open than I thought. Still, I'll take an Archon's Glory. Yeah, lefty. Oh, man. It feels like the people to our left are all playing Boros. How is that possible? We've seen all three colors produce some okay stuff this pack. All three non-Boros colors. I thought I was fairly clear, guys. You're not supposed to play Boros. Okay, Firebolt is good. I mean, this giving. I mean, the Sage. These are all good picks. I have what, 2 removal spells. I don't have any reason to believe Firebolt is going to be especially big for me. I think I'll take another Sage. Armory Mice is a nice pickup. Getting to have maybe a few too many 2s, but it's tough to have too many 2s in a red-white deck. Wow. Black really is open, huh? Too late for me, I think. But maybe if I'd taken the High Fate Negotiator, I'd be happy somehow. What is this? Rotisserie Elemental? 1/1 Menace. We deal combat damage, but as counter, you can... Okay, sure. It's a 1-mana 1/1 with upside. Great. Edgewall Pack is good, but I'll take the 1-mana card. I imagine it's pretty hard to actually get like a lot of cards from this. But even 1 or 2 is fine. I mean, I imagine it's hard to even really get 2, because it's only a 1/1. But with a combat trick or 2 on a menace creature, you can really punish them for blocking. Towards the tower, this is fantastic news. Yep. I don't really make tokens. I'll take a Kindled Heroism, I think, over Moment of Valor. Actually, no. +1/+0 and Indestructible is definitely... Oh, well, it costs 2 mana more. Yeah. Okay, I'll go with this. Kindled Heroism. It's not a good card, but... Goblin Bombardment? That card's insane. The problem is I don't really have a token source. I don't think I can take it. I think I'm supposed to take the Spear Guard here. Or maybe Return Triumphant? I think 1 Return Triumphant is pretty cool. Knight of Doves, huh? Oh, this triggers Celebration all by itself. I wonder why they write some of these effects as like when it enters and some of them as it enters with. I know there's a rules difference, and I know what the difference is. I don't know why they choose which of those 2 slightly different things to write for some cards. I was thinking of that because if few drafts ago, I don't remember when it was, we played against someone who cast Return Triumphant, targeting a Cursed Courtier in the graveyard. Ooh, actually, I have plenty of 2s. This one's pretty mediocre, and this can be a game winner. And so when you Return Triumphant, you get a Young Hero roll, right? And this says you get a Curse roll. So which one do you actually get? You can't have both. And when 2 things happen at the same time, you get to pick. But in this case, they don't happen at the same time. Return Triumphant says, return it, create a Young Hero roll attached to it. I guess this is fine. Wait, was that another Gingerbread I just passed? Oh, no. Did I miss that? I mean, Witch's Mark is a reasonable pick, probably, but I just didn't look close enough because I was thinking about Return Triumphant, I guess. So anyway, it says, return to the battlefield, attach a whatever to it, a Young Hero roll, right? Create a Young Hero roll attached to it. And so this is all happening during the resolution of one spell, which means it all happens kind of atomically, and nothing gets to go on the stack in between. Then, when it's done resolving, all the stuff that was waiting to go on the stack actually goes on the stack. So, the Young Hero roll, well, the creature enters, the Young Hero roll is attached, and then this thing's ETB trigger says attach a curse roll. So that creates a separate effect that replaces the Young Hero with the curse roll. There's nothing you can do about it. But if this card said it enters the battlefield with a curse roll attached to it, then the result would be the opposite. Young Hero roll would happen as part of it entering the battlefield, not as a separate triggered effect. And so when Return Triumphant put it back on the battlefield, it would see there's a curse roll on it. And then it would say, okay, I'm going to attach a Young Hero roll, and that would make the curse roll fall off. Did they have that specific interaction in mind? Is there a broader class of interactions like this that I'm not Magic experienced enough to just immediately think of that is like, oh yeah, because of cards like so-and-so and that, this one should be an enters the battlefield trigger instead of a replacement effect? I don't know. Just kind of interesting things to think about. I think this is still pretty optimistic. It triggers Celebration, but it's just very expensive. I think the reindeer and the guide can both go. And I probably want to trim down my 3s. Like, I'm probably not doing a lot of returning stuff with stockpiling Celebrant. And my curve is pretty low. I think I could cut like 2 lands. And this is a good finisher in 2 different ways. I think it's worth keeping around as a potential top end. And then I could maybe get rid of like Protective Parents, Moment of Valor. Oh no, I have 2 Witch's Marks. It's too many. Okay, this seems fine then. Let's run this. My first pick was really Hopeful Vigil, huh? I remember there was that discussion of the black cards, but Is Hopeful Vigil? It's like a common, isn't it? It is a common. It's just a very good common and drafted very highly, so you don't see it very often. Up against Stuck Pixel. There's a Stuck Pixel on my monitor, you might say. This is fine. I have both colors and Ash and Godric. I don't have any particular way to trigger them at the moment, but can't have everything. Up against Fairies. Love seeing that third land. Would have preferred a mountain, but I'll take what I can get. This is an instant. Oh right, this isn't the one that puts counters on. That's Picnic Ruiner. This is +2/+1 till end of turn. Got it. Okay. Yeah, surprising nobody with your fairies, or your swamp, rather. Oh, man. This would be such a good Hopeful Vigil if I thought it were going to resolve. I'm just tasting spell stutter. I can't get the words out of my mouth. I think we swing here. And you can counter this if you want. Oh, they didn't have a counter. Okay. If they play an island and I get iced out, it'll be a little embarrassing, I guess. Well, I mean, maybe I'm a coward. I could have done quite a bit more damage if I had played the Hopeful Vigil last turn and the armor this turn. I was afraid. I'm gonna hold up rather than move the equipment, which is barely doing anything. I'm gonna hold this up in case of some, size-based removal like Candy Grapple or something. Maybe I was supposed to be more aggressive as the aggro deck. Just say, fine, counter me if you want. I'm going in. And I was too chicken. But I feel like if they don't have a counterspell, we're in pretty good shape. What is this? Exile it. Okay, well, nothing I can do about that. Turns out moving the equipment might have been cool. More islands. Well, I guess that's something. Means I can sack this on end step. This is sorcery? Instant. I could put a stop in my upkeep, but I'm expecting I will probably Hopeful Vigil end of turn. In which case, there's nothing to do. What is this? Seems greedy. Alright, I'll give this a try, countering the Sewer Witch. They know I have this, so it shouldn't really have come as a surprise, but I guess it has. Or maybe this was bait? I don't choose to ascribe such high-minded ideals to my opponents in Bronze League. Oh, that's why I should have put... well, When I decided to actually use this, that's when I should have put a stop in my upkeep, just in case. Godric doesn't really have anything to activate him right now. I don't want to attack with a 3/3 haste at the moment. Maybe I should have, actually, because then it would be harder for them to double block. But I don't mind a double block, right? Do I Daredevil this? I guess it's fine. Keep a 2/1, a 2/2 alive? No. This. Oh, I guess stop in upkeep just in case. I can play Godric even if I spend 3 mana, so I think I should. No, because then no matter what I draw, I'm just going to like play Godric and nothing else, right? So I might as well give myself a chance to draw something good. Ooh, is that something? If I stop these two from blocking... They don't even get such great blocks anyway, right? Just run out of 4/4 haster, I think. Yeah. They can't let any 2 creatures in. So they can double block one of these if they want to. And take 4. Again, there's actually no reason to scry in the upkeep. All right. This Godric's been burning a hole in my pocket all game. It seems weird that I've never had a chance to play him. I mean, it was because I didn't have enough mountains earlier. Okay. They have to trade with the 4/2 here. Although, can I make it a little bit worse for them? If I swing like this... Oh, they're just dead. Right. They can't... They have to block both of them, and they can't. So maybe they have some trick. But obviously moving the thing over is not the right idea. Oh, they have food! I forgot. Okay. I think I'd rather scry than move this over. I can do this next turn. They are hanging on better than I would have guessed. Sure. That's all very, very good. I'll take the Witch's Mark. I mean, I'll take both. The Witch's Mark first. finally got there. We had them buckling for quite a while, and then it was just like a matter of sitting there and squeezing until they finally died. White spells, fine. Oh, I wanted to double check my lands actually. That having all those red pips in my hand made me a little nervous that I'm running 2 little mountains. I think 8 is fine. Godric is my only double red card, and I have plenty of early game white. Yeah, this seems fine. Just a bit unlucky to draw so many plains and so few mountains. Ooh, that's Chinese, right? I think so. Alright, I mean, I wish I had a turn 1 play, but maybe I can torch their 1-drop if I'm lucky? Well, I always say that, but like it's also true that I would like them to not have a 1-drop. That would be even luckier, right? It's more like if they have a 1-drop, then I'll be happy I have Torch the Tower in my hand. Otherwise, I'll be happy they don't have a 1-drop, so I'm sort of happy either way. I don't know. Oh, this is a great Cursed Courtier. It triggers Celebration, and I have something to bargain away the Cursed roll already. White, green, and black. I think we want to deny them the food token, right? Rather than killing off their... And the blocker, rather than killing off their mana dork. Yeah, seems good. Just be on the play and curve out. That's how you win. Not playing the sewer or the Conceited Witch. Highly suspicious. Okay, swing out with the combat trick in reserve, I guess. Or removal, depending on what they're up to. Okay. Oh, this is going to be the 4-mana 3/1 flyer, isn't it? I might actually run this out then. Yeah, I just want another creature out there to attack with next turn. Yeah, there it is. Okay, great. So that's a case where like knowing what's happening in the format and what cards are popular or are possibilities, especially the commons anyway, is going to influence your decision of how you play, even though you haven't seen the card from your opponent, right? That's one thing I like about getting to know a set played a bunch of times is you start to have some idea of what your opponent might have, even though they haven't played it, and you haven't like seen other copies of it in their deck, because this is limited, not constructed. And you can actually like play around stuff like that, right? If I had no idea what this set was about, I'd see, okay, my opponent declined to cast their 2/3 menace, and instead held up 4 mana, but I still don't really know what it is they might choose to do. And so I might have chosen to hold up my combat trick, or my removal rather, or indeed my combat hold up both, as like, oh, maybe I'll remove their thing, maybe they're going to try to kill my thing and I should buff it in response. But here, knowing the Stingblade Assassin is a card that exists, this sucks, by the way. I don't have a way to destroy that, do I? No. You know, the way they played looks very much like Stingblade Assassin, and then think about, okay, what do I want to do against the Stingblade Assassin? I want to play another creature. Okay, Celebration is not currently triggering, so you can attack if you want. So I will not let you live. Oh man, really? Do I just not have enough creatures in the deck? I don't think that's true. Go to attacks. There you go. Well, we're pretty far behind here. Obviously. I mean, I can finally torch the mouse. Not that that's going to make me happy. More mice. I really needed my armory mice to not get destroyed. I mean, it's asking a lot, I know. Not destroyed, exiled, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, can't do anything about that. Power forward raider. If they buff it, though, I do get to blow it up with Moment of Valor, I guess. Great. Funny thing is, they don't have enough red to pump it right now. Unless they blow the treasure, which obviously is not likely. Oh, this card is insane, right? Sure. Yeah. They're not even making anything big enough that I could kill it. Oh, this is hell. Alright, here's the play. You're gonna love it. It sucks so bad. No, hang on. keep more red, ideally. I need to spend... Well... I think it's swinging this at them and bargaining this away. So that's 4, 5. I have 2 red left to pump with, right? So I want to do it like this. Oh, actually, I won't be allowed to sack it, will I? Because I don't control the enchantment. I just control the creatures. This isn't even going to work. I was thinking I could give it lifelink, and I can. But I'd have to sack my own apple, which is not... Like, why not just sack the apple? And in that case, I should have taken this thing. Oh, yeah, because see, if I say bargain... This is on my side of the field, but that's just a visual thing. I don't actually control it. Well, if I was going to do this, I might as well have taken the 3-1. That is lethal unless I eat the apple, so I will. Oh, celebration? I guess it's lethal even after eating the apple? No, I'm at 1. I should just concede, right? But maybe they'll have a heart attack. Oh, you know what? I should have killed Kellen instead of eating the apple. That would have gained me more life. Okay, I'm bad. And it would have gotten rid of Kellen. Now I think I am dead, though, right? Yeah, for that reason, for example. Yeah, killing Kellen would have saved me 4 life from their attacks and cost me 1 for the Wicked Roll. So it would have cost me just as much life, gained me just as much life as eating the apple, but I'd still have the apple. Just forgot that it could kill things. I was so used to it sitting in my hand doing nothing that I forgot that once they made Kellen big. And did they put the Wicked Roll on? Yeah, they put the Wicked Roll on first and then the equipment. So there was never a time I could have blown it up when it had no Wicked Roll attached to it, but they had already committed where the equipment was going. Oh, maybe I could have blown it up before the Wicked Roll got there, and then the celebration wouldn't trigger? Yeah, that's probably what the play was. If I could think about these lines during the game instead of after, I would be a much better player. This is a pretty cool Witch's Mark, I think. Just get rid of this shitty Moment of Valor that always sucks. I mean, actually, Witch's Apple is maybe even more late game. Yeah, I'll keep this to... Because this thing could actually be pretty threatening if I have combat tricks to protect it. Decline. Nothing. Alright, swing out. What do you got? Nothing. Great. Still decline. just eating it. You food-hungry pig. It's turn 2. Don't you have any bargain in your deck? Oh, no. No mana either. Okay. I could equip this and then swing with it, but I don't think I should. Or play it and then equip it. I think holding up these tricks is better. Actually, I could bargain away the Wicked roll right now if I wanted. Get in for more. Let's do that. Should be pretty much game over, I think. I mean, I don't know. Technically not. Just throw out a haster. Still no. Can't play anything. It's getting to be quite a cool dude, though, if I can, like, ever bring myself to sacrifice it. I doubt it'll come to that. I'll probably just win the game before that happens. Well, not much to be learned from that game, right? It's important to draw lands on occasion. Opponent failed to do that and lost. Peace 5824. Sure. I'll play out my 1/1. Could even become a young hero, perhaps. Oh, they're about to torch it? Maybe not. Yep, it's torched. These both trigger celebration. I don't think it matters super much which one goes first. I think this one, actually, because I don't know whether I'll have 4 mana to play this and pay 1 for the Sage next turn. Getting torched again. Okay. I can't Stone Splitter Bolt that. Oh, this isn't... I thought this was the Spellbook vendor. Okay. I don't know what... I mean, I guess I don't know what I thought. I thought I could pay 1 to attach a roll to something else. Okay, that's a little bit bad. Why does this have Menace? They cast something on it recently? Oh, no, it has a... Oh, Constellation triggered. Got it. Okay. Well, really don't like paying to attach this. It would let me block this, but no, they would just give it menace, right? Probably. I think I just have to play out the armory mice and be sad. I guess at some point there's bargaining Stone Splitter bolts if I get really desperate. Yikes. Well, I'm glad I didn't waste any time equipping this. It would just get worse. I guess just X is 3, kill this? Pretty sad. What is this? Why you no play card? I imagine this is some removal or something? I don't know. I could actually attack here with light blades to kill the 4/4. I'm using light blades to kill the 4/4 anyway, I think. I don't know. I don't have quite enough, like, to deal with this and whatever weird thing in their hand is stopping them from casting this. Or wanting to cast it. So if I use my light blades on this, am I going to be made sad by something else? I don't know. I'm going to go for it. Just got to start getting in damage so that if I do somehow pull ahead with light blades, I can kill them before they draw their own thing. Taken by nightmares. Okay, it was removal. Sort of what I guessed. Sack a creature? Unlucky. We're looking pretty bad. And dead. See ya. What went wrong there? Just, I don't know. I mean, I did draw too many lands, it's true, but I don't think that was the whole story. Not enough 2 and 3 drop creatures. I never really looked at my creature curve. Just, is it actually really bad? I don't think so. I had a good one and the courtier on 3. I don't remember when I played the mice. It was later though, right? Oh, just gotta do it like this. Yeah, I mean, I wish I had more, honestly. A lot of non-creature spells here. Maybe I'm supposed to put this in and take out, like, Return Triumphant, which is always less impressive than it seems like it should be. Just have another way to get a creature on the board. Alright, this is not good. I can play a 2, or maybe a 2, and then I should be able to cast a pretty decent 3. But that's pretty slow going. I guess a 3-mana... I even have a way to bargain this away. I think it's a keep. Could be wrong. Very happy to see a land. Although, like, a 1-drop into a 2-drop into a land would be best. Can't get too picky. See? When you say you can't get too picky, that's when you get rewarded with a decent draw. Glad that didn't get spell stuttered. Blue-green. Just like general big creatures colors, but in this format there's also the cast spells costing 5 or more theme, which is not generally especially good. Ooh, okay. So it's doing nothing, I suppose, right? Oh, they are doing something. Tapping down Ash. Okay, I don't think I have anything to do about that. Conceivably, I could, like, play this, and then next turn play the courtier and it would lifelink, or it would attach automatically. I think it's more important to just curve out, though. That is a huge hit. Well, no, it isn't. I don't have anything that rewards me for hitting Celebration yet. What am I thinking? +1/+0 wouldn't even be good enough. Okay, so I think we just play this. And next turn, we have the Hopeful Vigil. And someday, Kellen's Lightblades to bargain away the Cursed Roll would be nice. Okay, Mountain's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, I accept. I almost don't want to cast this. What the hell is my opponent doing for 6 mana that they didn't cast anything or remove anything? Like, if I aim this at my knight and they bounce the knight, it's pretty sad. I don't even get to cycle a card. There's not a ton of instant speed bounce. There's mostly Johan's Stopgap. But, like, what else am I doing if not this? The thing is, I don't really want to throw anything away right now. These are all sort of fine cards. Like, I need these two to deal with the Hamlet Gluttons we're going to be facing soon. Because I can actually kill like 2 6/6s if I have to. Multiple, I suppose. I can kill 3 6/6s with these 3 cards. Because this is actually a 5/3 if I can get rid of the Cursed Roll. Ooh, big Otter. Okay. Or no, Otter's making their dude big. Right. Well, that's what the Light Blades is for then. And then put a roll here, maybe? I don't know. I kind of like spreading it out a bit. I don't need the lifelink very badly, I suspect. It's a 1/1 though. Cool books. Yeah, I mean, I think I'll torch the 1/1. That seems fine. Water Wings. Okay. Ship in all the damage. If they block the 3/3 with the Otter, I don't actually have a great thing. But if they try this, the greedy line, we get them. Sure. Returning Ash seems pretty cool. No. You. Couldn't recast Ash if I did this, so I don't think they need to do it now. Is Apple lethal? And this isn't? No, this is already lethal. Therefore, no Apple. Make them commit something before I figure out how I'm playing around it. Okay. Taking just 3, well done. Could make it 4, but I'm not going to. Nope, that creature seems pretty good right now. Oh, actually, wait a minute. If I take this, they're drawing a card. I don't think I need Ash. Oh, returning this is pretty good, though. I mean, lands aren't bad. Yeah, sure. That otter do it. Get it, otter? I think there are 2 otters in this set, right? Is that all? Or is there another one I'm not thinking of? Just 2. This elusive otter and the frolicking familiar. The one I kept calling Otter Wizard because that's its type, and that's way more interesting than its name. You look dead, my friend. Sure, it's an oof unbargained. Not even gonna bargain the Utopia Sprawl? To get rid of my equipment or something? Seems foolish. Alright, so I assume if we just swing out here, it's lethal, right? They have to double block this. Yeah, at least 1 creature. Really, at least 2 get in. Well, no, at least this one. So I'll just cast some white spells for my dailies. Rather than casting Apple, which would increase the damage output, but not in a way that matters. I know, I'm always saying when you have lethal, click next, click go to damage. Don't use your priority when passing will be lethal, but when your opponent's tapped out and you can tell that any line wins, you might as well go for the dailies. I know 2 of them were cast white spells. What was the other one? Like attack with creatures, play lands? I don't know. It's Yicken. Who's at your door? It's Yicken. Your brother's here. Please forgive me. It's just what Yicken made me think of. Alright, mousy mousy. I don't really have a way to make 2 things into the battlefield at the same time anytime soon. So it might be tough to trigger Godric. Or this for that matter. But also just playing Godric and swinging with a 3/3 haster is pretty cool. He's best as like a surprise finisher, but he's also very, very good as an attacker, so you know, usually when you have that opportunity, you should take it. I think just like play Godric and swing out here. If they kill the mice, it's fine. He just gets the Baronati out of the way so they don't get their fairy synergies. You know, some future turn, the mouse might be a 3/3, and then trading it for 1/3 would be a little bit sad, but also the Baronati could cause some real problems in the meantime. That's a 2/2, huh? I could just play the equipment and attach it, swing for 5. Or I could play Protective Parents. I think it's just so bad to spend the mana on equipping. Plus, this way I have this up during combat, which is nice. Not that. There they are. Using this, spending 2 mana on this and then having it equip itself for free, it's a pretty good card. 2 mana and then like you have to pay 2 more mana to equip. That's something you really don't want to do early in the game. If there's anything else good you can do. Wow, going for value. They've picked the Baronati back up. Jeez, okay. It's very brave. I don't think Godric really wants a young hero role. I mean, he's gonna get one. But I don't think it's like something I... Why did I even say that? I don't remember. Yeah, see how like unbelievably slow it was for them to use Fell Horseman instead of just like doing something last turn? Look at this board. Ooh, that's pretty strong. Sort of. But you're dead. See that 2 mana they spent on Fell Horseman to get the Baronati back in hand? They were never in a position to play the Baronati. You can't... I mean, I don't know. For all I know, that was their only 2 mana play was the Fell Horseman. Or their only 3 mana play, because they had 3 on that turn. And then, sure, you might as well get the value, but... I suspect they had other plays and decided I'll get some value. And if so, I disagree with that play. It's very... incautious. I mean, brave would be the positive way to say it, right? But it's just like, you know, not understanding the matchup. You need to live. You need to get tempo, not value. Red-black deck is usually going to outvalue me eventually. So they need eventually to occur. Well, we made it to 5. Was it 5-2 or 5-1? I've already forgotten. Still a happy position to be in. Ulrich. Sure. I have a 2-drop and some 3s. I need another land. Wasn't it? Actually, oops. I'm not going to run out my 1/1 lifelinker because I don't really have anything to do with it yet. And I'm hoping I hit... Well, if I don't hit a 3rd land, the order in which I play these 2 cards doesn't matter that much. I guess it kind of does. Oh, right. It's this I was choosing not to play out. I'm just optimistically hoping that I get to play this and trigger Celebration. I don't know. I got lucky, but I think I'm bad? Like, is this even all that great? I get a 3-mana 3/1 lifelink? What was this for? I don't know. If I draw another land, I can pay for this, I guess. 3/1 blocker with lifelink is actually pretty cool. Okay. Took up some removal. Another land. Still happy to see him, I think. This is a powerful creature. Okay, that's not like a creature that is, it's not removal. Okay, it's looking pretty sweet. I think it's kind of a do nothing turn here. See what they've got. I might, I don't know. Okay, if the rats are, if they're attacking with more than just rats, I'll go ahead and block, I guess. I think if they attack with just a rat, I might blow this up before blocks. But this suggests they're trying to combat trick me, which I have some plans for. I think Light Blades here is probably best, because it also gets rid of this creature as a potential threat. Stroke of Midnight their Ratter is something I should do eventually. But I think I just want to get out another blocker first. And where this is doesn't really matter, right? I don't know. This is just gonna like block nothing. It's sort of bad. Why are they doing this? They have no combat trick and they just want to get the rat real quick, or what? I don't know. I guess if they combat trick the sage, it's not the end of the world. Okay. Yeah, they're just trying to trigger the vermin, I guess. Well, these are both becoming a problem now. My 5/3 is the only thing holding off all of this, and it's not really working very well. I think I might have to kill their Ratter. Yeah. And then this thing will be a problem eventually, but I can Moment of Valor it. I think I'm going to have to give a mouse away for a 1/1 here soon. Maybe not? Because I'd rather it block one like this 2/3, right? I think I can take 2. Really needed a land. So I have to Moment of Valor the 6/5, right? Okay. So I can either Moment of Valor this turn and be free next turn, or this turn I can save the mouse and then have to Moment of Valor next turn. I think I'll save the mouse. Oh, it doesn't even work because I blocked a 2-3. Never mind. Okay. All right. And the board is looking okay. Not great, but okay. I can play Ash and Mice, or Daredevil and Mice. Can I afford to swing with Ash? It would be pretty nice. I think I should go for it. Because it makes the clock a lot faster. And makes her a more competent blocker for future turns. Haha! Got there! They were just very committed to that Lord Skitter's Butcher. And, I mean, no, it was just a vermin, right? Voracious Vermin. And maybe also a little too passive. They could have been attacking with it sooner. And yeah, it would have traded for the Sage, but then they would have had the board, right? They waited until it was so big that it could kill the Sage without dying. And what that let me do, was... It gave me enough time to dribble out my removal and my blockers over several turns so that I could stay alive and then eventually kill this, versus having to kill it right away. Okay, it is 2 losses. So, I don't know. I feel like if they had been more aggressive, maybe they could have gotten me. But I'm not sure what was in their hand. Clearly not a lot of follow-up to the Vermin, so maybe they did need to make sure it survived the Sage. I don't know. Looking good. Ash into Vigil is great. I think if possible, this deck should prefer to play Plains turn 1, because white could be anything, whereas red is definitely aggro, so this sends a clearer signal. Hey, it's my old friend the Kamigawa lands. Yeah, in both colors. Oh. Candy Grapple? Yeah. Well, can't win them all. This costs 3, so I will play it. That's as far as the reasoning goes. A land would be great. And then let's stop at 4. Alright, get torched. Fine. 2 Sages. I'll play out a creature. This isn't the Kamigawa Mountain. This is the Arena Mountain. What the heck is you psycho? You favorited these 2 but not anything here? What did they do? Okay, they picked up a food and a mountain, I think, right? Maybe it was another forest. I've lost track. It was a land. Great. So now we can play this and get it equipped for free. But, I mean, I assume, opponents playing Jund, they're going to have a lot of value for the mid-game. We've made it to their part of the game. And we don't have an especially tremendous board to show for it, either. It's fine, but... Okay, I guess this works. Put a roll on this and move the equipment to the the knight. This way they don't have any good blocks. I mean, they're fine, they can trade, but they don't have any ways to eat a creature. And this kind of forces them to actually trade. Great. Totentan's the 2/3. Okay, doesn't really do anything. Yeah? Just smash out. Greta's good, but not insanely great. Maybe a counter on something is good here? I'm not sure. On the 2/3, so it can block a 3/3 comfortably, maybe? I mean, I have a way to spend like 3 mana, right? I don't think I want to do this. Ooh, that is quite a card. I don't think they have any instants up, so we can just kill them, right? 6+2? Let's activate this to be sure they don't have some instant. Okay, they do. Well, they have foods, of course. We know that. So we don't know yet. Gonna go for it. I mean, oh right, it's not lethal because they have food. What am I thinking? Still, it's getting a lot of damage in quickly. I don't need this anymore. This seems fine. Yeah, I think this was probably a mistake. If they have some, well, I don't know, maybe not. It seems to be working. Yeah, they're just gonna eat food. Okay, great. Maybe I could have scried something better than that to the top, but I think it's still pretty good. They didn't have a way to deal with Ginger Brute last turn. They're not eating the food. They're putting a counter on. Okay. I mean, it's not bad here. I guess if things go badly enough, I might want this, but I have a lot of scrying left to look for better stuff. This is a good one. Okay, we got him. 7 wins after all. I cast Godric like once? Maybe it was twice. And he was very difficult to cast at double red. He never turned into a dragon. He must be very disappointed. Oh well, I'm not. Oh, I forgot to add to decks. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.